What's the most insane way your teacher has given you a pop quiz in disguise? Friday came with a promise we wanted to believe. No quiz today. We'll play a fun review game, she said, and the room jumped. The projector hummed, the speakers blasted clean pop, and a bowl of candy sat like bait on her desk. A paper sign read game day in bubble letters with glitter tape. She stood by it like a host. Jeopardy style, she announced, handing out off-brand buzzers. Then she pulled out a clipboard, a thick one, with a chart already drawn. She clicked a pen that sounded way too serious. Round 1 started with vocabulary for 10 points. Kevin nailed the first answer and got a grape Jolly Rancher tossed to him. Maria missed a term by 1 word, and the pen made a long scratch. Everyone heard it. We all looked at each other like, wait, game boards track teams, not individual crimes. The second question hit hard. Tyler guessed close enough. We thought, and the pen scratched again. I leaned toward him. Is she keeping score or keeping evidence? Round 2 bumped to 20 points. Units question, trap loaded. We said inches. The answer was centimeters. And she asked, what number did you say exactly? She wrote the number, circled it, and underlined the circle. We started whispering like a group project under review. Blue team kid blurted during the timer. And she wrote his name plus a -5. Penalty for interruption, she said. And the class exhaled like a balloon with dignity. Are these questions from the actual quiz? A kid asked from the back. She smiled the kind of smile that answers everything without words. They are very similar, she said, with a little head tilt. The word similar dropped like an anchor on our joy. Round 3 was short response. She passed out dry erase boards like she was dealing cards. Show work for partial credit, she said, then said, for fairness. I looked at Tyler with a new fear. How is there partial credit in a fun game? I asked. He said, she brought a rubric to a party. The scoreboard flashed 40 for red, 30 for blue, 15 for green, and a lonely 10 for the averages. Double points, she announced, and the pen clicked twice. Do not guess, Tyler whispered. I only know how to guess, I said proudly. I wrote a process that looked correct in my head. She walked the rows, reading, marking, and the pen kept making that hard scratch. You said no quiz, blue team kid said, not even pretending to whisper. This is not a quiz, it is a game, she said, eyes never leaving the clipboard. Our buzzer died mid-question. She wrote another -5 for equipment misuse. Equipment misuse, Tyler repeated, horrified. The music dropped 2 bars lower like it knew better. Nobody touched the candy bowl. It became a centerpiece for our fear. Final round arrived with wagers. Set your points, she said. Passing out fresh markers like contracts, I whispered. 0. Tyler nodded fast. We flipped our board to reveal a bold 0. She scanned the room like a hawk scanning a parking lot. Explain elimination for systems, she said, and 5 kids inhaled the same air. I wrote fast, erased, wrote again, and underlined a step for my future self. She walked by and hovered over our board. The pen did a small scratch. Time, she called. And we lifted boards like surrender flag. Blue team kid raised his hand so high it shook. My mom says we do honest grades, he said, which sounded like a threat shaped like a sentence. She ignored him and faced the class. All right, I'll just average your points into today's grade, she said, very casually. The room erupted into confused math. What is the denominator? Maria asked. Does 0 count as participation? Kevin asked. Can a penalty be extra credit? Someone randomly threw in. Blue team kid stood up like it was a court date. I am calling my mom, he said, and walked out with his phone. She said, sit down, but he was already gone. He dialed in the hall with the door open like an entrance to a radio show. We heard everything. Moments later, the teacher's laptop pinged with a loud email ding. She forgot to mute. A notification popped on the screen for all to see. Subject line read, concern about surprise assessment, and the preview had the word principal. She dragged the notification off the screen like it burned. Phones away, she said to no one in particular. Blue team kid came back smiling like a person who pressed send. She tried to close the period with dignity. Great work today. Grades will be posted after lunch, she said. Although the class was now arguing back and forth about what counts as a grade, the teacher finally gave up and gave everyone a 90%. But Tyler raised his hand with perfect timing. If this is a game, do winners get candy? He asked, like a banker asking for receipts. She hesitated, then pushed the bowl toward our table. Take some, she said, defeated.